to fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. I call this piece NAFTA Revisited. I did a 2-part podcast on NAFTA way back in early 2016, and they were full-length podcasts, and I will put links to them as quickly as I can. Now, I don't want to tell you I told you so, but I told you so. This clip, out of all others, shows how far ahead the rest of us were in front of the mainstream media. We were picking up on Donald Trump way back then, and the mainstream media were asleep. They could not see it. They thought it was a joke. This clip is from February 2016 from the Fox Business Channel, and they're commenting on what Donald Trump is saying should happen and why it should happen. Now, the Fox Business Channel, for some reason, is banned by the Canadian government. I wonder why. Listen to this short clip that I've taken from part 1 of my 2-part NAFTA program. And remember, we were talking about NAFTA and the problems with NAFTA before anybody. The writing was on the wall then, as of now, if anyone cared to read it. All the links will be up as soon as I can to NAFTA Part 1 and NAFTA Part 2. Take a listen.
I think you ask a great question, Charles, and I think that's why a lot of people are looking at these candidates and going, which one do I think would be the toughest negotiator with Congress? And I think that remains to be seen. But I think Donald Trump certainly has a track record to back himself up, especially on this issue, because this issue does go a lot deeper than just the corporate greed, as your other guests pointed to as well. You've got litigators making a fortune on all of this. You've got unions. We've got, of course, government red tape and bureaucracy, the highest corporate tax rate in the entire world. All of those things need to change before anything else is going to change. And so I think that as people are looking at their presidential candidates, look at the ones who will make a strong stand on those issues and not just constantly go after corporate greed.
But we could also point out that a lot of Donald Trump paraphernalia was made in Mexico. So it's kind of a do as I say and not as I do.
Well, the suits and some of those things. I would think that at this point, though, Steve, that probably will come to a halt. But today, Carrier, their parent company is United Technologies. I think the stock was up $1.50 off of a 3-year low. So if your stock is at a 3-year low, I mean, you're grappling. We've seen them do it. We saw it just last week where Ford said, listen, we're going to expand our plants in Mexico. Apparently, either these companies aren't taking Donald Trump seriously, or they're just saying they just think Washington is so dysfunctional, no matter who the president is, they'll never fix it so that American companies can maximize profit.
We have no leadership in this country, and I've said it before, when Donald Trump becomes president of the United States, they're going to be begging to come back to the United States of America.
All right, guys, let's leave it there. The South Carolina GOP primary is just 1 week from tomorrow.
You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab, and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio. And please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.